This is CAD 212 on November 9th, part 2. In this section of class, we're going to be talking about walkthroughs. So a walkthrough is the way that we can create like a little visual video where we're actually walking through our building and looking at the different sections of it. It's actually kind of fun. It's a little frustrating to start with because there is a certain way that you have to do things. So as long as you get that particular pattern down and kind of practice that, you shouldn't have any problems with it. You will be required to do 2 walkthroughs for your final model, both from different floors. We're going to go ahead and start with level 1. So in order to do a walkthrough, we're going to go to our View tab, Create panel, and once again back to this tool right here, and we do the drop down and use the walkthrough tool. And this time we're just going to be creating the path that we are going to be using. So let's just say we're going to be starting out here by the front door. And we're just going to click the different patterns that we have and go through walls, etc. So it's no difference between if you want to make it this difference between clicks. It's just a pattern, or if you want to do it shorter so you can do a tighter turn. It's just a matter of practice to get these down. And as you can see, just kind of going through these, the more information that you have laid out, in your building will give you a little bit more interest. So I'm just going to like throw something together like that. Once I have my path down, I'm going to come up here and click Finish Walkthrough. Then we're going to go to Edit Walkthrough. And the panel that looks like this, we're going to change the frame from 300 to 1, so it starts at the beginning. And I'm going to open Walkthrough. Once again, you have this tight view, so you can zoom out so you have a bigger viewport. Leave that there, and I'm going to set the visual style this time to realistic. And I'm going to go ahead and click play. So that's a nice quick walkthrough of the penitentiary area I created. It's really a really drab building. But you can see it went through pretty quickly. So I can change that. Up here we have the frame, so that's 1 of 300. So if I wanted this to go a little slower, I can click on that and say if I change that to like 500. And then we'll go ahead and play it again. It moves a little slower. So the more frames that you add on there, the slower it's going to process through the walkthrough. The places where I clicked a lot of spots where I wanted it to turn, you can see it moves a little bit faster. Where I have those longer gaps between the clicks, it moves a little bit smoother. Once again, it's just a matter of practice and getting things to work how you want to. This is a really interesting way that we can see any kind of eras that you've created in the building as well. If there were gaps in the floor, or if there was a gap between the ceiling and the top of the wall, we could see that at that time. That can be fixed. Once you actually have finished the walkthrough, it's not going to change, but you can create a new one. Let's go ahead and just change this to a higher number so you can see the difference in that. Let's just do 1,000. And then play that. So the more frames you have, the slower it's going to move. And the more visual interest you have in here really kind of shows off your work. So you can see why going through this really drab building, it would be really nice to have a bunch of different colors and different floor finishes and furniture throughout some of this space and things like that. So this is why I want you to take time to actually create you know, a little bit more design aspect than having this like bland gray building. We'll let this finish and then we'll move on to floor 2. So for the project itself, you'll need to create a walkthrough for floor 1 and floor 2.
Do you know if you're able to download Revit 2020 twice? I mean, more than once this semester? Because I remember last semester I was able to download Revit 2018 like on multiple devices.
I think you can. I know I had to download it twice on my laptop because I was having issues with it at the beginning, not everything loaded properly.
Because like this whole semester, I've tried many times on my laptop. I couldn't since I already downloaded on my computer. It wouldn't allow me to download on my laptop for some reason.
You'd have to reach out to Autodesk and find out about that. I know I've had to download it twice for this laptop just because, you know, I was having issues with it to start. I'm not sure if you can use it on multiple devices or not, but you should be able to reach out to Autodesk to help you with that.
Okay, because sometimes like I'm not at home and I can't do it. Even with my laptop, like I just don't have it, so I can't do it.
Yeah, I would check with them. All right, so that's our walkthrough for level 1. You'll see as soon as we create that walkthrough, it does populate within our project browser. Let's go ahead and do another walkthrough for level 2. So here I am at level 2. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my View tab, Create Tool, my Walkthrough tool. I'll do one a little different this time. It would be interesting if I actually had the stairs in here. We'll just start here.
So if you had stairs, would you go up the stairs?
No, you wouldn't go up the stairs. You would do one on level 2, but you would be able to see the stairs. So if I went into here and I had a set of stairs here, it would show the staircase. So I'll just do a little basic one like that and go to Finish Walkthrough, Edit Walkthrough, Open Walkthrough. Set this to 1. I'm going to change this to 500. Change this to realistic. Just kind of open this up a little bit more. And hit play. Okay, so that is our basic walkthrough. Once we have that done, we'll have 2 walkthroughs here. You can rename these if you want. Go ahead and rename that to second floor. That way you can tell the difference between the two, so you can rename them. And I suggest doing a few different ones. You can also go on the exterior on the second floor, you know, just kind of play with it. It's the best way to kind of learn how to do these. But it's really interesting, especially once you get most of your work done. And when it's completely finished, it does look really nice. So that kind of covers all the new stuff for today. We'll go ahead and move on to the next mod on Wednesday. Couple of renderings and walkthroughs will be due on that one, and then also schedules, and then we're going to do some other new analytical stuff on Wednesday. Any questions about walkthroughs or renders or anything we went over for the new stuff today? Okay, cool. Go ahead and play with that, and any questions that you have, just make note of those, and we'll go over those on Wednesday. What I'd like to do with the rest of our time is, a few people have had questions about the work that we did last week, including dormers and sites. What I'd like to do is go ahead and drop, and I'm going to send out another invite. That way I have a separate recording for that, and I can post that so people will have their dormer information separate, and it doesn't add to the new class. So anyone who's interested or has questions or wants to review something, go ahead and, you know, jump back into that new invite when you receive it. If you feel comfortable with the progress that you're making so far and you don't think you need a review, you don't need to join. But this next part of the class will be just for people that have some other questions and kind of want to go over some of the stuff that we've reviewed already. So I'm going to go ahead and end this one. I'll see everybody on Wednesday, and those of you who would like to participate in the review session, go ahead and rejoin once you get that invite. So take care.